The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Cajuns will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Marshall's offense will come out first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Marshall quick to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Marshall!
And that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing go range right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns offense will try to get something going with their first possession. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent. When it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, He is the one. Talking to coaches like they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Raging Cajuns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Raging Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Raging Cajuns are rolling down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the catch. It's Robertson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns. Follow the blockers. And the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Thundering Herd! He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Here comes the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. That's reeled in, it's Hill. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Marshall quick to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Takes the handoff. It's Green. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Robertson.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
You can't make the connection on the soft toss.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're working that left side. Turning it on. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Let's go. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to... Going for it all. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Western Kentucky is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 18 to New Mexico State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Definitely be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Marshall quick to the line. He'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Trying play action. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Looking downfield on first down. Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Hill. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. Marshall will be forced to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Still running at the 40. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He rifles one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity. The result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, though. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. 2nd half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start it. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the
Great job by the defense understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Great place to start for this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw, and wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Marshall looking for the score on first and goal. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Touchdown! And that will get him the lead.
I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio State.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Got it in the middle. It's Coates. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end now in motion. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Robertson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Punts it out of the air. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the Big Mounts carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The sure hands, it's Hill.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Gets it past the marker. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Raging Cajuns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 21.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's short. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Marshall quick to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Defense in press coverage. Using his legs at screen. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Boom. Give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly and push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Marshall! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They are seizing control and taking
next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play. It might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The play action fake. Got a man. It's Huffman. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Marshall quick to the line.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw one last week, but that really ate him up.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Marshall will be forced to punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. The give is to Smith. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Robertson. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man down the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
And the Raging Cajuns have their offense in high gear. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On target over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on. Offense.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different end. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The inside handoff. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Marshall will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. We're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Marshall quick to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15. And let's see what they do on 4th. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on out.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Raging Cajuns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Spins away from the defender. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Raging Cajuns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Smith takes the handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Raging Cajuns are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's close. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Raging Cajuns will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast. Down 2 possessions as the clock keeps climbing down. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
They didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. And they need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.